Okay, second video, same day. I just finished setting up my. Oh, please no, please. Where's my Where's my mouse? Please don't tell me. Okay, there it is. There it is. Oh my goodness, I got so scared. Sorry about that. Okay, so I got set up with my tablet. As you can see, I can now write stuff. Yay! I almost forgot to spell yay. I was like, did I put A's or did I put Y's? Anyways, nice. I've got this thing set up. So now I can actually just talk about plot points here, and then I'll do all the boring writing later. Because, like, I just realized people probably wouldn't enjoy just me typing and then being, and then just going, oh, wait a second, I need to, I need to search up this word, or I need to figure out, simile for this, or I need to think of a phrase that I've like forgotten. I know what it means, but I kind of need a phrase to put in there. So I've just decided, you know what? I'll just put in like the major plot points and the major ideas in here, and then afterwards I'll continue with the chapters. And you guys tell me if you want to see the chapters, because I don't mind just posting the. I don't want to. I don't want to post the chapters. Just completely public, because then I guess someone could just copy paste it like either into an AI, or like they could just publish it themselves and then take credit, because I don't think I can properly copyright any of this. Though to be fair, even if it gets stolen, I suppose that's better than the idea not being out there in the first place. It's why I'm not like too bothered about copyright. But like, yeah, please don't, please don't steal my ideas. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, um, after like the sports game. Look, we're still in the sports game. Still in the sports game. Still in the sports game. So he's good at sports. Oh my goodness, he's sporty. I don't know why, but this feels kind of janky. I'm guessing because there's like some AI backup thing. Well, I said AI, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's some, is it lag? Something with the settings. I'm not gonna change it now because it seems alright for now, but yeah, I probably will need to change that later. But yeah, he's good at sports. What else? So they're watching. We're just using this first scene to set up the fact that he's good at sports. I don't know if maybe I should make it more engaging. Maybe hint at some things. Maybe actually, let's hint at power system, because there is going to be a power system, but we're not yet like, I'm not yet delving into the power system itself. We're just like using this first chapter to set up the fact that like he's going to be betrayed by his dad, and he's going to, yeah, it's just gonna suck like a little bit when his like town gets attacked. So we're just gonna hint at the power system. Maybe one or two people have a power system. Well, have a power system. When one or two people have some like powers that are like relatively weak, we're gonna start off pretty weak. And his dad also has powers. That's how his dad like kind of freezes him. And what else? What else? What else? Um, okay, let's introduce loving dad. So I think having a loving dad at the start is kind of vital to making the betrayal feel more real. You can't just have the dad be like some kind of like an absolute prick. So we're just gonna have the dad be like really nice, really loving at the start, and obviously he's gonna love his sister very much. He's gonna love his family very much. And yeah, so how are we gonna play out the attack? Obviously, there'll be sirens when it happens. Do. Oh, gosh, I keep clicking my thing. Do minor history. So we're gonna have some history in there, and this is like about the major powers, kind of. Obviously, I'm not gonna put like real life history. Like, okay, so here's what happened in World War One. This like fucking Duke got shot or some shit. Like, no. There's gonna be some real world history, and there's okay. I should probably summarize it a little bit here. So there's some major powers. So let's say this is major power 1. These are the guys who attack them. And the little town is just, did I leave a gap? Okay, let's say there's like a little gap between them. And small town is here. It's in like a wider country. But the wider country like barely touches this guy. Let's say wider country is like this. It's not really a world power, but it just on the edge of this major power. And then there's some other minor powers, and this minor power 2 has gotten taken over by major power 1. So they come in, they take minor power 2. And there's other countries here. We're not gonna delve into those yet. We're just gonna say this is just like foreshadowing, right? Minor power 2, like no one's expecting major power 1 to keep going into here, but they went for 2, and there's gonna be like some in-world explanation, like some in-world justification for this that makes it seem like, oh, they're not gonna come into this guy, but obviously they do come into this guy at some point. And yeah, that'll start the story off. But like their like major power, they seem to be like rational, and they seem to have gone into 2 for like a semi decent reason, but then they go into 3 for like no reason. So it, like think of it as like basically Iraq. So our guys are in Iraq, and this is after the US has invaded Afghanistan. So Afghanistan, like, yeah, they had terrorists, so obviously the US has some justification for going into them. Like, you want to get Osama bin Laden, but then they just for like, I mean, there's like, they give a reason, but it's a falsified reason. There's a reason, and then they go into Iraq. But then in this like world that I'm making up, in ours, not in the real world, there's like a greater reason, which later on in the story will come into focus. But for now, let's just imagine it like this. They've invaded Afghanistan. Everyone thinks they'll stop there, but then boom, Iraq is next. Okay, so that's kind of it. That's kind of the justification for why. So they'll like, our protag is gonna learn some minor history, and then they'll foreshadow it, and then the attack. How do we do the attack? So, it's gonna be tricky. I think for the attack, we're gonna have him. I don't know, because the thing is, we want them to be like a really big power, right? But we also want to make it plausible that he and his sister can like run away and can like basically just leave, you know, just get inwards. And yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do it. So let me see. Let's see. Oh yeah. We're gonna focus on actually the power system during the attack, actually. And I haven't yet come to a conclusion in it, but I think the attack is gonna take out like infrastructure. Okay, so attack infrastructure, like power plants, you know, like water supplies, stuff like that. And then there'll be some small lackeys. So the major players, so like the strongest attackers that World Power 1 has, will attack infrastructure. So these are the actual like end game bosses of this world. They attack infrastructure, and then the small, let's just say, the lackeys, and they just they chase civilians basically. Civilians. Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go. And he gets chased. He finds his sister. Finds sister. And then they plan to meet up with the dad. Meet up with dad. They plan to do some meetup with his dad, and then his dad, let's say his dad is in the distance, and his dad like sort of like cast a spell. We haven't yet like made the power system hard yet. I'm still like working through it, but his dad just like casts a little spell. Let's just say casts freeze. Okay. His dad casts freeze, and it freezes them, and they're frozen. And yeah, his dad freezes them. Big betrayal. Some random lackeys. Do I make it a woman who catches him? I know that's a bit of a random question, but like, there's gonna be like, in the future, okay, this is like some future stuff I've been thinking about. I think we make it so like, he's like, obviously he joins the bad guys, but let's say the bad guy who like allows him to join, obviously, power, this main force, they're like a bit, I don't want to say racist, but they kind of are. So obviously they wouldn't just let like these guys from number 3 join them like willy-nilly. So let's say the reason he was able to like join the bad guys was because like one of the ladies in the army, she's really strong, and she kind of sees potential in him because he's also like, he's sporty, he's strong. She sees potential, and she kind of trains him as kind of like her son / apprentice type thing. And that's what like, that's basically their relationship dynamic. So I think it might be worth, no. Actually, it'll be better if like just some random like lackey catches him. That way it kind of makes sense that like, you know, it's a weak person chasing them. And then like, then the lady notices him in chapter, we'll put that in chapter 2, how he becomes part of number 1's army. So, okay, yeah, we've got some major plot points down. I'm gonna start writing now. I'm actually gonna stop the video here so that like, I can like, you know, just post it and not just like waffle on for ages. And then if I am done with like the actual chapter in the next video, I'll just show you guys what I've written, and then we'll go on from there. Hopefully, I don't know if we can finish a whole chapter in 2 days, but we can try. Of course we can try. So yeah, let's do this. I'll stop recording now, and yeah, if you watched this far, thank you so much. Thank you, and goodbye.